This is questions 1, 5, 7, 10, 13 and 24 in exercise 7.4 in Project Maths 1. In these questions we have to solve the equation. So let's look at question 1. We've got 3 multiplied by x plus 4 in brackets, and that's equal to 18. The first thing we're going to do when we've got an equation with brackets like this is remove the brackets. And by which I mean we multiply them out. We don't just stop writing them on the next line down. So the term outside the brackets that is right against them, this 3, has to be multiplied by everything that is inside the brackets. So multiply by x and multiply by 4. So our next line down for this is going to be 3 times x, which is 3x, and then 3 times 4, which is 12, like that. And that is still equal to 18. That is unchanged. From here we just have to solve the equation like we would any other linear equation. We're going to move our plus 12 from the left hand side to the right hand side of the equation, and it's going to become a minus 12. So we get 3x is equal to 18 minus 12, which means that 3x is equal to 6. And then from here we're going to move our multiply by 3 from the left hand side to the right hand side, where it becomes a divide by 3. So we get x is equal to 6 divided by 3. So in this case x is equal to 2, like that. Okay, so that's the first question. Let's look at question 5. This time we got brackets on both sides. So we're going to have to remove both of those brackets before we go on. So on the left hand side, 7 times x is 7x, and 7 times minus 2 is minus 14. And on the right hand side, 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 1 is plus 4, like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move all of our numbers to the right and all of our letters to the left. Our next line down will be 7x, and then we've moved our 4x over, and it becomes a minus 4x. And that's going to be equal to 4, and we've moved our minus 14 over, and it's become a plus 14, like that. 7x minus 4x is 3x, and 4 plus 14 is 18, like that. And now what we've got to do is take our multiply by 3 and bring it over to the other side, where it'll become a divide by 3. We get x equals 18 divided by 3, which means x is equal to 6 in this case. So that's question 5. Let's take a look at the next two. Right, in question 7, we've got two brackets on the left hand side of the equal. So we're going to multiply them out before we go on. Do these one at a time. We got 5 multiplied by x minus 3 is going to be 5x minus 15, and then 7 times x plus 2 is going to be plus 7x plus 14, and that's going to be equal to 11. 5x plus 7x is going to give us 12x, and minus 15 plus 14 is going to give us minus 1, and that's still equal to 11. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our minus 1 over, and we're going to get 12x is equal to 11, and it stops being minus 1 when we move it across the equals, and it becomes a plus 1. So 12x is equal to 12, and then we're going to bring our multiply by 12 across. It's going to become a divide by 12. We get x is equal to 12 divided by 12, which means x is equal to 1 in this case. And let's look at question 10. Similar setup, only this time we've got minuses all over the place that we've got to be careful of, because we've got to watch our signs when we're multiplying out our brackets. So our first one, 4 times x, is going to be 4x. 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. And minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And minus 3 by minus 2 is plus 6. And that is all equal to 6, like that. And we just tidy this up. 4x minus 3x is just x. Minus 4 plus 6 is going to be plus 2. And that is still equal to 6. Then we're going to bring our plus 2 over, and it's going to become a minus 2. So we get x equals 6 minus 2. So x is equal to 4 in this case. So that's question 7 and 10. Now we take a look at the last two in this video. We've got 13 here. Right. Now this time we've got a bracket right in the middle of our expression on the left. And this plus 3 and this 3x here aren't going to interact with the bracket until it's been multiplied out. So they're going to go down to the next line completely unchanged. Our 3x will still be there. Our plus 3 will still be here. And in between them we're going to have what we get when we multiply out this bracket. So 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times minus 6 is minus 24, like that. Now we have to tidy these up. 3x plus 4x is 7x. Minus 24 plus 3 is minus 21. That's still equal to 0. And now what we have to do is we have to move our minus 21 across, and it's going to become a plus 21. And we get 7x equals 21, like that. And then from here, we're going to bring our multiply by 7 over. It's going to become a divide by 7. We get x equals 21 divided by 7. So x is equal to 3 for this one. And we've got a similar setup going on with question 4. We're going to multiply the brackets out first. We are not going to take 4 from 5 and then multiply by the brackets, because that is not the order that we would do things in. So our 5 stays the same. Multiply our minus 4 by these brackets. We get minus 4x plus 12. And that's going to be equal to x minus 2x plus 2, like that. And then from here we tidy up what we can tidy up. So on the left hand side, 5 plus 12 is 17. So 17 minus 4x. And on the right hand side we have x minus 2x, which is just going to be minus x plus 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring all of our x's to the left hand side and all of our numbers to the right hand side. When we bring the 17 over, it's going to become a minus 17. And we bring our minus x over, it becomes a positive x. We get x minus 4x equals 2 minus 17, which means we get minus 3x is equal to minus 15. Now we're going to bring our multiply by minus 3 from the left over to the right hand side. We get x equals minus 15 divided by minus 3, which means x is equal to 5. And that is that solved. And that's that.